Good day, Canada. Good evening, Asia. It's Thursday, 12 p.m. in Toronto. Means it's time for our regular webinar on immigration to Canada. As always, my name is Alex Davidson, and today we're going to talk about study programs in Canada. This time specifically, we'll talk about studying at schools in our country. First and foremost, as always, I'll talk for a few minutes about us and what is our mission, why we work and specifically focus on Bangladesh. Then we will get to the major topic, and I will give you an overview of what makes Canada different, why people from around the globe choose it as a destination of study and immigration for children. Next, we will talk about the actual process of sending kids to study here. We'll discuss the issue of language barrier and how it is addressed in Canada. And then we'll talk about immigration and other benefits for your family and what could be done after your child comes to Canadian School for Studies. And as you always, last but not least, we will spend a few final minutes on our contact details, where and how to address your questions and concerns. So let's go. For those who don't know us, we're the immigration and visas company operated since 1999 in Toronto and the city of Markham, here in Ontario. All of our team members are licensed immigration experts with at least 10 years of practice and experience. We work with all aspects of citizenship and immigration programs, initiatives, streams, and types of visas. And together with our partners from Visa Center in Bangladesh, we are on a mission. On a mission to change the face of immigration to our country in Bangladesh, raise specific awareness amongst applicants about the widespread of fraud and non-licensed, non-certified, non-legal representatives who are populating the streets and virtual space of Bangladesh. We're here to help you immigrate legally, problems-free, fraud-free, to demonstrate that there are lots and lots of immigration programs open and waiting for genuine candidates. Canada is welcoming a few hundred thousands of newcomers every year, and if it's approached carefully, accurately, with the proper due diligence and expertise, it could be reached by everyone. I believe that almost everybody has reasonable success chances for immigration to our country, of course. All we would have to do is to find the right program and the right legal team who will be able to help you. So now we're going to the major topic for today, schools in Canada. Why we decided to talk about it? There were quite a few reasons. It's a widely unknown and underrepresented program in Asia, and in Bangladesh in particular. It's also a matter of interest for almost every family which seeks for the best future for their children. Let's be honest, every parent, every mom and dad is looking to raise kids and give them the best possible education, best opportunity in today's world. Lots and lots of you miss this open opportunity. And studying in Canada, it's not always about a college or university. It's not a graduate program in Toronto or Vancouver. There are schools which welcome international students every day, and that's why our webinar is all about children and their families. Let's now talk a little bit why Canada. I know even though the answer is obvious for some, I still believe there are quite a few facts every parent needs to know. Canada is safe. And I really mean that. Our country always ranks in the top 10 world's safest and most peaceful places in the world. Just by the way, our southern neighbor, United States, is ranked 98. Yeah, seriously, 98 in the world among the top safest countries. Bangladesh, by the way, it's number 106. United Kingdom is at place 62. Just for a second, think about it. Where would you like your kids to study? World-class education. A few weeks ago, when we spoke about education, I specifically mentioned that top 100 universities in the world are located in only three countries: Canada, United Kingdom, United States. And by the way, Canadian school graduates won't have to pass exams to be admitted to the most and top world universities. Affordability, obvious. Talk about the numbers a little bit. How much would it cost you to send kids, say, to school in the United Kingdom? Just on average, at least £20,000 per year, which is pretty close to $30,000 or even more. Let's talk about USA, say 20, 25,000 per year at least. And that's for the country which does not give you or any immigration right, safety, for a peace of mind. A little bit too much, isn't it? Canada offers high quality schools for 12, say 12, 13,000 Canadian dollars a year, which is close to what, 10,000 US dollars? That's the cheapest among the English speaking countries. Future, obviously, there's the direct path to work and immigration for every school graduate. Now, entry requirements. No IELTS. Let me repeat that again, no IELTS. All you would need to have is desire to learn. No discrimination, all kids are equal. That's the welcoming policy, right? It's really easy to receive a visa for a child. It's really easy and really safe to apply. Any child age 5 to 17 or up studying at school at home could easily participate in the program. Quite honestly, who may need more reasons to apply? Now, just a little bit about our tuition system. It's a standard Western 12-year based education. Students are generally studying half of a day and have plenty and plenty of time to learn. As I previously said, international students are going to schools together with Canadians, and there is absolutely no difference and no discrimination in attitude, and there is no difference in attitudes towards them. Just a quick summary of what I just mentioned. Safety and security for kids, peace of mind for parents. Quite obviously, kids would be able to master their English or French. Yeah, just don't forget about French, right? Because typically people believe that sending somebody to Canada will be all about English, French as well. Social skills and connections, admission to best universities and colleges, not only in Canada, but around the globe. There's the open doors to well-paid jobs and open doors to immigration and family creation. Now, just a couple of words about the language barrier. We all were kids and it was quite stressful when we had to change schools. If you ask me personally, I changed school 4 times, and every time honestly, I hated it. It's like starting life from the beginning. New friends, new faces, old world is ruined. Oh boy. Well, trust me, Canada did everything possible and even beyond to make this process comfortable for every kid. Special classes, special individual attention, adopted programs, everything you may imagine. Many of our clients are actually sharing stories how quickly and comfortably their children begin their life in Canada. Now, the cornerstone of our discussion today. What's in it for me? How would my family benefit if I send kids to Canada? What would I get out of it? First of all, it's relatively easy to be a so-called guardian and receive visa for a parent or parents to help a child in his or her first steps in Canada. You would be able to look for a job yourself. you would be able to build your foundation for to our country. To put it in simple words, if you got a child who applies for school in Canada, you would be able to apply for a visa as well as a guardian first, but then that's an open door and direct pathway for your immigration. You would be able to apply for immigration under either provincial or federal stream depending on circumstances. There is Canadian Experience Class, there are provincial immigration programs, there are federal skilled trades and skilled worker program, which would be much easier for you to pass if you're already here and you've already begun your life in Canada. Now, just to repeat a few points which we have touched today briefly. First and foremost, study in Canadian schools is safe. It is cost efficient, and it opens opportunities for everyone for a better future, and of course, for immigration. When I'm talking about immigration, I mean not only children, but also the whole family, mom, dad, of course, dependent children, brothers and sisters. Admission to schools is open for every individual, and compared to colleges or universities, no IELTS, no language test would be required. Canada welcomes children and does everything possible to attract as many of applicants as possible. Quite honestly, as a graduate of Canadian schools, I can proudly say that all I really know, the foundation of knowledge I received, is all thanks to my Toronto and Hamilton in Ontario. I could only wish you and your kids have the same privilege of studying and building your future in here. And all you would really need on this way, at least in the beginning, is the right team of partners who would support and guide you through this process. And as I always say, choose your immigration team carefully. We conduct these webinars and speak and share our knowledge every week for a reason. For a reason of changing immigration to Canada landscape in Bangladesh. For fraud prevention. For the sake of raising awareness and educating people on how to make immigration dreams come true and not lose money on the way here. Here are our direct contacts, mine and our partners, local team of Visa Center in Bangladesh. We proudly work with experts of Visa Center who are absolutely knowledgeable, absolutely trustworthy professionals. And please, feel free to ask questions, address your thoughts and concerns directly. As soon as we're engaged into that dialogue, we would be able to open that door and tell you the pathway, individual pathway of immigration, of relocation of your family to Canada. We would be able to select the right program for it. And last but not least, I have my personal request to you all. Please spread a word. Spread a word about what we do and how we work in here. Tell your friends, colleagues, families. Our mission on fraud prevention and immigration education cannot be accomplished without your full support and commitment. Without all of you joining us today, without all of you sharing it and letting people know that immigration could be different. It could be legal, honest, and not necessarily expensive and grief. And please like us, please give us +1, join our webinars. Thank you all for joining us today. It's really important. And next time, talking about provincial immigration to Canada and discuss immigration to Manitoba for business people. How a person with average assets, not necessarily a huge amount of money, and small business can legally immigrate through a provincial stream. Thank you. Thank you all. Goodbye and have a good night.